Welcome back. So if you're a repeat customer for me and you've taken some of my other classes, then you know I like to drop what we call jewels. Jewels are things that you can hold on to, just general pieces of knowledge that I've learned throughout my endeavors as a business psychologist. For this particular mini series, this is a jewel just for my leaders. So you know, as a leader has power. Power to change things for the good or the bad. Let me tell you how that power works. From a perspective of the employee, anything you say or do is internalized and reflected right back at you. Now, you may think, I only have a problem with this one employee, but trust me, that one employee is going to lunch with 5 other employees. That one employee is communicating with people by phone, maybe 10 plus employees. So you're creating an atmosphere that basically pits you against an employee. And every action you take, whether in secret or in front of everyone, will be held against you. It will create the culture that you're in right now. So we as leaders, myself included, have to find a level playing ground when it comes to how we deal with employees. Even if you have a pure disdain for someone, you can never let that be known to everyone across the team, especially to the person that you have that particular issue with. We don't all vibe, we don't all gel, but corporations are made by people, and people turn into family eventually. If you're there long enough, you're gonna build a relationship whether you want one or not. And the one thing you never want to do is for your relationship to ruin your future, your career, your opportunities. You don't want it to be a stain on your good record. You don't want it to be an issue with how people view you from the top or below you. And trust me, how they view you below you is even worse than someone above you. Sometimes we can be so high in the clouds we forget that the people below us really are the ones pushing us to where we are. And if they don't believe in you, or if they don't feel very secure in how you treat them, that can turn against you really, really fast. So the one thing you always want to do is watch your behavior, watch how you exert your power, make sure it's always for good. And if you're not sure if what you're doing can be misleading or cause some chaos in the team or seem that it's like favoritism, don't do it. You don't have to do everything that people want you to do. You don't have to do what you feel that you're pressured to do. You need to do what's right for the team, the culture, and the understanding of who you are, because you are the one that has to live with that decision. Trust me, I've been there, I've done it. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of leaders that are looking at me now and they're like, oh, makes sense that she went this route, because I've always wanted to be in this particular space. But in doing that, making it known what I wanted to do might have held my career back in some areas, but it also propelled me forward in areas that I never expected. And there were some leaders that was fully supportive of that, which get all of the love from me today. And there were some that really didn't care one way or another, and some that felt like, hey, we can't work on my team because you want to do something else. Just because someone wants to do something else doesn't mean that they won't do good for you. Sometimes it's a matter of taking in what we want and how we want things to go, and understanding that our perspective and our understanding of what we want does not necessarily mean everyone else wants that thing. It also doesn't mean that everyone that doesn't want that thing is going to be not good for you. I've been on teams for very short periods of time and have seen those teams grow and have made changes in that particular period of time that stands today. I have enough people that will back that 6 months that I was with them was the best 6 months ever. It's better to have someone that's giving their all because you're supportive and because your power is exerted in the right direction to help them than not exert your power in a good way, and then get someone that doesn't trust you, continues to go against you, or you against them, and you create a culture, you create a reputation, you create things that really are not good. That can all be controlled. And guess what? As the leader, you have the label. It's all in your control. Feel free to look at my other classes on unconscious bias. We also have some leadership mindset classes. Change how you deal with things in order to become the leader that you're meant to be.